Alright, so this is gonna be much different video than my other ones. This might be start as a new series if it does well and if people actually want this to be a new series. I guess just like my initial reactions. Movie. I might do like a much more detailed review later. I don't know. But yeah, I just watched Blair. Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't just finish it, more like 5 to 10 minutes ago, but still pretty recently. And these are my thoughts. So, coming into the movie, there was obviously a lot of hype. The movie is one of the highest, I think the highest grossing, I'm pretty sure, like really sure, like the highest grossing found footage film. And it's a pretty high grossing horror movie, and it's really well known. Pretty much everyone knows it. It's one of the most apparently influential horror films. Really helps out the creator of those people, and there's just a lot of hype around it. Yeah, there was like a lot of hype with all the websites and stuff. Sorry about that. So I had, the thing is, a lot of people were like, oh, you're either gonna like this movie or you're gonna hate it, you're gonna think it's boring or it's interesting. I have to admit, I think I fall into the latter. Like, I found it pretty interesting. Like, the first 30 minutes went by rather fast. It goes by a bit slower later, for like the next 50 minutes. 50 minutes. But still pretty entertaining. I did like the interview segments. Be it just coming in, or that's just coming out. I enjoyed it. I'm just gonna get that straight off the bat. It's not the scariest film ever. I think just watching so many found footage films that are quite a bit like it, kind of, it's still different. And watching in the afternoon with my mom next to me, working, stuff like that for a bit of it. In my basement and with my phone didn't help, so I might try it again, like alone, lights turned off, just straight up watching it, night, maybe also with some friends or something, but I'm gonna try and do that to get, I guess, the ultimate experience. But it was still pretty creepy, I'm not gonna lie. You felt bad for the characters. It was pretty realistic why they got mad at each other with all the whole map and like their struggle of just being stuck in the woods. And you really felt like you were kind of there with them, or just like it felt like, wow, I do feel bad for them. Sometimes they could get really angry and then they could be kind of like nice to each other, then kind of get a bit angry. Like, there's a lot of tension, obviously, when you're stuck on the woods with 3 people and like you lose a map and some stuff and weird things start coming near you, like being dropped off. And it does show up pretty well. It's a fast-paced movie, I'm not going to lie, actually. Like, yes, it does get slower, but it's a quick movie, literally. Like, it's only 75 minutes. I guess I skipped a bit of the ending because, like, I guess, I don't know. That was kind of uninteresting, I guess. It was still pretty entertaining. The house was cool, but I guess it just kind of felt like a bit tedious going up and back and down. But it was still interesting. I did kind of like the backstory, with especially with those kids dying. How he put one in the corner and how he killed the first one, then that person staying in the corner, which is a lot like the ending. In fact, pretty much like the ending. You felt bad for the characters. And especially when the camera got knocked over, it was kind of like aggressive. So that was also kind of scary. Like, oh wow. And yeah, the film does make you think. I mean, I kind of have a bit of a theory about who kind of died. I really think it's like Joshua, man. Like, he sounds so like. I think especially when the two are like kind of in control, like they like know what they're doing. They're like kind of have control of the situation. Not have that they're much more chill, but much more Joshua as well. And he's like, you want to be a filmmaker. He's kind of like snarky, kind of like making fun. He's being really creepy. But I guess I don't know. I don't really have too much evidence. It's just kind of like the way he's acting, especially in the situations later on where they're all distressed. He's just like, there's some motivation. You're stuck in the woods and stuff like that. Like, he's not really scared himself. Like, he does show that, obviously, but I don't know. I just kind of felt random and weird, but it also kind of helped, I guess, because that's another thing in the film. Like, it's supposed to be open to interpretation. But yeah, while it wasn't as scary as I was hoping, it's still pretty creepy. That scene where she like was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Yeah, you felt bad, and it was pretty good. Yeah, it's not as like depraved, I guess, as I thought it was gonna be, but it was still pretty entertaining, enjoyable. The interviews were cool. They're, I guess, less than I imagined, but it's not that bad. The film has a pretty good pace. I think the whole map thing is pretty realistic, and that people would get angry about that and be like, oh, why'd you lose the map? And they'd just kind of like continually argue over it. And then like when he was like, oh, I kicked that map into the lake, it wasn't helping us, that was also kind of realistic because they kind of were just stuck in that space, that area for a long time. And even if the woods isn't that big, like I'd actually be more happy if it turns out that the actual woods that they were filming weren't that big, because they made it seem a lot bigger and like more dense and huge and scary than it might be. And yeah, that just helped, as well as, yeah, the backstory is pretty good. You felt bad for the characters. It was faster paced than I thought. It was still pretty creepy. The ending was a little bit tedious, I guess. I mean, it wasn't as scary as I thought, but I don't know. Actually, if the ending is that tedious, that's not really a huge complaint. It's not as scary as I thought it would be, but it's still pretty enjoyable, pretty damn enjoyable. I would fully say check it out. I'm glad I bought it, or I got it for Christmas. I've been rewatching this a few times. Um, it's pretty enjoyable, and I totally recommend you see it. If you're on the fence, yeah, go ahead. It's not gonna be as scary, I guess, as you're thinking, or it might be for you. Who knows? You might have a better first experience. But yeah, I just watched Blair Witch, and I think it was pretty damn good. So that's all. If you like these types of videos, like the ones where I'm just kind of talking like this, I don't know. It would be helpful if people comment in the video like, this is what I subscribe for. Like, if you guys, what did you guys subscribe for? Like, what type of videos, so that I can continue, because I do have a variety of videos, and I don't just want to lose a large part of my subscribers or make them dead and be like, never watch my videos. So if you could comment down like what you actually subscribe for, like what types of videos, I'll continue them, unless it's like Roblox videos, because I'm not really interested. I might cover the rest of the Bacon Hair, like the 2 other episodes and the 3 other last movies, but that'll be like literally it. Unless they inevitably make Roblox the movie along with, because they're making Minecraft and FNAF the movie, so they're probably eventually gonna do that. Although maybe not, who knows? Hopefully not. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.